My name is Riva Zmajoki. This is my segment about me. I loved the idea so much that I listed up I don't know, more than 30 titles. What could I talk about? Usually when I love an idea so much, I want to do it all at once. Because the ideas are like that. They sometimes run away if you don't catch them immediately. The shorter the form, the quicker you must be to catch an idea. Like a poet, obviously, it will be about me as a poet. Anyway, I was a poet first. A poem needs to be catched right away. When I was actively writing poems, I would stop in the middle of the path and press the notebook on the tree and just wrote an idea so it wouldn't escape me, because it would escape sometimes if you don't start right away. In 2 minutes you don't have any idea what you wanted to write. It just escapes you. Poems are like that. They're quick to write and quick to escape. And I did not think much of myself as a poet. I think it's probably it's suitable, it's chronological to talk about myself as a poet first, because that was before high school. I wrote my first poem in 1994 when I was 12. I was 12 then. And I still remember that poem, although I don't have it anymore, because I trashed so many of my poems. Nowhere I'm more merciless than towards my poems, because they are created in a heat of the moment, and whatever comes to my mind, it just slips out. And the further I get away from the poem, the more it irritates me. There are moments that are not worth remembering. That's my point. And most of the poems are produced by some painful and intense moments. So in the end, the poems that survived the purge, when I threw away more than 100 poems, are the ones that I will publish this year. I published already Unfastened Spars, and I plan to translate and publish 2 more books of poems. And those are poems. The book Unfastened Spars are mostly poems I wrote, I don't know, in my teens, though the angsty ones. But they do have some aesthetic beauty to them, and I was unable to throw them away because I saw some value in them. And now I will put them out, so I'm not obligated to care for them anymore. Like children, you're full of age, go live your life. If nobody watches you and burn you on the sick, sorry, I raised you wrong. Terrible. I'm a terrible mother. I'm not like that really, but there comes a time when everyone must get independent. I myself got independent when I was 19. It was far too early. But then again, why wait? No, I didn't say that. Don't say that to my children. They can't do that. That's too early. It's too early. In the time has proven that I was too rash. But at the time I was 19 and I was like larger than life, and I could do anything, and I was capable and grown up, and why would I hesitate? And I just marched on, and I'm not sorry. Things turned out well. I have good children, and I don't know, it wasn't such a bad choice. Not all things are meant to last and to succeed. Anyway, me as a poet, I wrote poems until I had my baby. When you have babies, you don't have time to catch poems on trees. You have babies, and that's it. I wrote few of my poems after I had my baby, like I went out of the... no, that was written when I was pregnant. I really don't know if I wrote any poems since I got my children. I did wrote one poem recently, So that might be returning. It would be nice if it returns. No matter how low of opinion I have of my poems, I still like to write them, because my dream when I was young wasn't exactly to be a poet. I adored Jewel and Suzanne Vega and Sari Evora. I secretly wanted to be a cantautor, a singer of my own songs. But I had no, oh, it will be a double about my poems and my singing. Haha, double treat. You might have noticed that I'm singing on YouTube, and you might have heard that it doesn't sound all that great. To my justification, it's hard to sing a cappella. Music and back vocals cover a lot of flaws in the voices, but most of singers we hear on the radio have unique voices. And as I sang, I discovered that most of singers that are out there have just such beautiful color to their voices. It's the color of their voice that makes them so successful and easy to hear. They're just beautiful sounding. And I had no musical education whatsoever. I still don't know how to read notes. I know formally, but I don't know really to match my voice with the note on the paper. I don't know how to do that. Everything I sing is by the ear, and I'm quite musically illiterate, but I adore singing so much that I couldn't stop myself from doing that, even when people would scorn me for my bad singing. And since I didn't know to play any instrument, I settled that my instrument is my voice, and my voice is such an ungrateful instrument. I have a very large voice, and in the end, the range of it and the volume of it is my enemy. Because I have no training in how to control my voice, it often sounds like I'm squeaking. So this on YouTube is the best that I can do. I'm sorry for your ears, but that's a part of my tactic of survival. I will talk about everything. There will be no many videos. It will be this one. No, probably few. So my singing is connected to my confidence and dealing with flaws. I have some personality traits, intelligence, and confidence that are intimidating to people, and more often than not, people feel like their confidence is shaking beside me. So I like to present my flaws to, I don't know, to make it less on the nose that I'm enthusiastic, happy, and confident and carefree. So I always like to present my flaws to people I want to hang out with. Just like, look, I'm an ordinary person too. I do this badly, I do that badly, I do this badly, I do that badly. I don't know. I do that since I was little. It was like some coping mechanism. I don't know. Like me, I'm not perfect. I can't say anything like that. Else than that. And my singing is one of my flaws. It's just something I do poorly, but I still try. And since I practice so much my singing, doesn't suck like it used to. It's not really very good, but at least it can be heard without my children yelling at me to stop. That's enough of a praise to me, that my son doesn't ask me to stop as soon as I start singing, because he has an excellent ear for music. Ear for music is really strong in my family, and I have that musical ear, but I just don't have a voice I can control, the tone of my voice. My cousin said that very, very nicely, and I think it's the subtlest critique of my singing that I received, because I sang a song for him, and he said I have a nice back vocal, and I think that's really the truth. I have a nice back vocal, and because of my range, I really know I have such an ear. I really know how to complement other people's voices. That's why I love to sing along with others so much. Because when someone else is leading the song, I can just fit that small spot that is lacking in their voice, the tone. Everybody has their voices, like it's just not strong everywhere the same, and there's that spot when I lean my voice in, and when I sing with someone for long enough, we get used to singing, and it just sounds like seamless, like one voice. And I'm a good support. That my sister said as much, that I'm a good support to singing, because I just like slide in and I have a good back vocal. Which is hard to control when I sing on my own, because there are too many ways it can go. It can go low, it can go up, it can be really high, and it's just so hard to take a grip on it. That's it. I have a nice back vocal, but I do strive to sing songs on my own, and I still think I will write poems and I will publish them, although I don't think they are top notch. Because not everything I do has to be a top notch. That's about Renaissance man. When we were in high school, in grade school, I think, we had a good teacher in Croatian literature, and it was like she explained to us the difference between a Renaissance man, or was that history in high school, that teacher of mine, I don't know, one of my teachers, I don't know which, taught us the difference between a Renaissance man and the modern man, that the Renaissance man is someone who is versed at everything. And when the Renaissance came, it was like, if you painted, you sculpted. If you sculpted, you did contraptions, and you did everything. It was like a characteristic of a man to be able to do everything. And in this modern age, we are specialized. People just specialize for one thing, to be excellent at it. And in the end, I like to be a Renaissance man more. And when you do everything, you won't be excellent at everything. But if I strive for perfection and try to be excellent at everything, I will limit myself. I don't want to be limited. I want to try everything and suck at it. That's it. Anyway, see you in another segment when I will explore another part of my personality. Bye.